So President Biden is speaking emphatically, unequivocally castigating what Hamas has done, offering that support, the statement with Italy, the UK, France, Germany saying we support Israel. Do you feel like he's doing a good job at the moment? And what do you see being the challenges for him as he's trying to navigate this?
To be perfectly blunt, I think President Biden's foreign policy is a disaster. I think it is good that he has recognized that there's no moral equivalence between Israel and the terrorist organization Hamas. That is a good thing. But the rest of the world is looking at President Biden when he talks about talks to Iran, telling them to be careful. I think a lot of American enemies around the world are saying, for what? Look, this is a presidency that we've seen America surrender in Afghanistan. We've seen Russia invade a sovereign country in Ukraine. We have now seen a huge terrorist attack from Hamas on Israel. These cascading crises are happening under President Biden's watch. Why this is because President Obama has lost the deterrent power. The rest of the world does not believe that when the president says something, he will act.
Well, Corey, let me just say that, obviously the party is going after Biden, the Republican Party, to the extent that it can on many of the grounds that you're talking about, especially when it comes to Iran and the Saudi Arabia normalization deal that Biden's trying to broker with Israel. But in our last minute, you and I have talked a lot about the presidential and the race in the 2024 race, especially the primary side. Let's talk about it. How does this Israel war, if at all, affect the calculus there? Because that foreign policy is at the forefront of that race, right?
Absolutely. I mean, again, for whoever the presidential nominee is in November, they're going to have a lot to work with against the Biden administration because of all these failures we see around the world. Now, are the Republican candidates going to be able to frame this correctly? Are they going to be able to show the American people that America's interests do lie in supporting allies like Israel? While also understanding that we have to secure our own border, that we can do both. The candidate who's able to figure that out, who's able to say to the Republican Party primary voters that America can both secure its borders and support its allies abroad, will be the victor in the Republican Party primary. But it's not going to be that easy.
No, it certainly won't. And it's interesting because, bring it back to the House Speaker search. Former President Trump had a voice. He put it behind Jim Jordan. We saw how that vote went just now in the Republican caucus. Only 13 people said no to that voice. So what's the biggest voice in the room? That's the thing we have to find out. Hey, Corey, thanks for bringing your voice to this conversation tonight. There's still so much to talk about. We're going to have to leave it here now. I'm looking forward to speaking to you again here on Inside the Issues.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that's Corey Gustafson. Now, still ahead,